Hi guys, my name's Ayesha. I'm a second year medical student studying in Ukraine and I'm from England. So I'm studying in a city called Dnipropetrovsk in the Medical Institute. So this university is a very old university in Ukraine and it's also in the second biggest city of Ukraine. So the university as a whole is really good. It's old-fashioned but very nice. There's some really amazing parts of the university. The architecture is fascinating, very traditional, but beautiful architecture. The university has a huge building on campus, and it's pretty impressive in overall. It's quite a good university. So at first I was really worried of coming here. I thought there'd be a huge language barrier, but once I came here I saw how many British students there were and European students in general. Then I started to feel more comfortable. The first week is always quite worrying, but once you get used to it, you realise the people here are actually very helpful. When I came here at the start, I thought people aren't going to be very friendly, but actually the people here really want to help you. They try and have Google Translate all the time. Whenever they see a foreign student, they try and use Google Translate to communicate with you. But the language here is Russian, which you do learn in the university, which is probably an amazing part about studying abroad. You learn a new language. Anyways, so Medlink Students had actually picked me up from the airport when I reached here. The whole procedure of coming here was pretty easy. It wasn't too hard. I had to go to the embassy, etc., but Medlink helped me with the whole process, and the student representatives were on standby all the time whenever I wanted to call them. So after coming here, I was picked up by a Medlink Students representative. They took me to my temporary accommodation while I was here, and I felt very secure with them. They even took me to get food. Very nice people, and all spoke very good English. So my main worry was the language barrier, but there was nothing as such once I reached here. The next day, they took me to the Medlink office. They have a student representative office here. So the office that they have here is basically on the student campus, which is great because it's just 5 minutes away from the university. And there's always someone in the university's international dean's office who is a Medlink representative who speaks English, which is also an amazing part about staying here. So on top of all of that, the Medlink Students office that they have here is open Monday to Friday, and you can call them literally whenever you want, and they'll always answer your call. If they can't answer at the time, they'll at least tell you when you can call and when you can't call. So the actual university itself is in the city centre, and it's about maybe 10 minutes or 5 minutes on a tram from the city centre, so it's really close by. So there's actually a Dnipro medicine group here, which is a group full of UK students and European students created by one student who came here. So now we all have a huge group, and there is over 100 members of that group. So usually every single weekend they do something, such as bowling in the centre, or after lessons they just meet up, and we all became really, really good friends with each other. And I think it's the fact that we're all European or foreign students. So because of this, I think we all became better friends, because when we first came here it was a bit difficult for us, but at the moment, I think most students are loving it here. So the education system itself, which is obviously a very important thing about coming here, which was also a big worry for most students, the education system is pretty good here. The teachers always try and speak English to us. Some of them, obviously, you have to try a little bit to understand them, but most of them have really good English. So on top of that, the university itself, it is a little stern and a little strict, but I guess that's the whole point of being a medical student. If you don't study, you're not going to pass, so you have to study. And also, Medlink students have actually provided us with a lot of the stuff which we don't get from the university. For example, if there's any books which we're finding it hard to find, Medlink students, actually, the student representatives, they offer us the books we need. As well as the university could have an email account where they send all of the documents. We have all of the online textbooks, and if we need if there's any single problem, we can email the teachers. We have the teacher's email address, which is all we need, really. So Ukraine and medicine in general, studying medicine abroad is an amazing opportunity. I don't think you get to do that all the time, and I think studying medicine in England is very different to studying medicine here, because you learn a lot here about other cultures, which I wasn't expecting. There's a lot of foreign students here. So the culture difference is actually quite a good thing, because you learn about another culture. You're also learning a language, different style of education, but it is still a European university, so we still get European taught degrees, and the course is completely in English. On top of that, we make lots of new friends, and we have the full student life. For example, on weekends, we usually go bowling and things. I have already said that. Anyways, I'll keep it short. medicine abroad is an amazing opportunity, and if by any chance you get to choose which company you go through, I would certainly recommend Medlink Students.